and welcome to your weekly Oracle reading with Katie VanZeeland. This reading is for the week of December 17th through the 22nd, 2018. And this week, there's lots of messages. So one of the messages is simplify. So I'm going to try to simplify all that it's been being downloaded. So, simplify is one, and gratitude. There's, I think we talked last week, there's a lot of chaos right now. There's a lot going on, and it doesn't mean that that's all bad, but there is a lot going on, and if we get caught up in it, it can be very overwhelming. So we're focusing on simplifying and finding gratitude. And the other aspects of this reading that we're tying in is trusting, and trusting with an innocent, simple energy, a purity. So we're trusting, and we're letting go of skepticism and the past. And that couples with the full moon that's on the 22nd. So the energy of the full moon this week is about really letting go of the past. Things are coming to a full, and then we're starting to release and move on and move forward. So, and we're going to do that in the most simple way, with so much gratitude in our heart for the past and for things that have been presented to us the best that we can, because it's all been this beautiful setup for each of us. And we might not see it all completely, and you may someday and you may not, but it's coming back to that trust over and over again. So we're trusting, we're going into that innocence, that purity. We're trusting that it's all in divine perfection for us, versus skepticism, living in the past, anger, frustration. And those can be legitimate feelings. Let them move, but watch your story. Where do you land? Can you keep coming back to trusting and the purity and the innocence? That's going to keep us in the present moment. And the more we can just keep trusting, even if we have hard times, even if things are really shitty or hard, or we don't understand, or we're hurt, if we don't harden, if we keep finding that soft place of gratitude and simplify back down to trusting innocence and finding gratitude and trusting that it's this beautiful setup for you, then as we keep doing that, even if we go through hurts or pains or things that don't feel like a great setup for us, right? Because that happens in life, and then we get skeptical and angry, or we get all these other energies that are only blocking us. So even if it seems foolish to keep trusting, even if people don't understand, don't worry about it. Keep coming back to trusting, simplifying back to trust and gratitude. And when we continue to do that, what's going to happen is that starts to integrate into our soul, and that purifying, that innocence, that connection, that joy starts to crystallize and remain. Okay, so but it takes practice, right? Because we're used to being skeptical or angry or wishing or thinking things should be different, or we need to be justified. And see if you can let all that go and come back to trusting, softening, simplifying. And even again, if it feels foolish to yourself or other people, who cares? Just practice. Why not? Why not just try it? And again, as we do that, what happens is it integrates into our soul. We start to vibrate there, and it crystallizes, and we get to move from that place more and more often. And it's very freeing, very loving, very empowering. And that's where the magic really starts to happen and unfold. So keep trusting that. Keep trusting that. So the full moon is on the 22nd. So it's a beautiful week of that alignment I know that there's chaos going on, but try to come back to the simplifying and the gratitude the best that you can. Simplify, find the gratitude, because there's a lot going on, and if we get caught up in it, we're going to get swept away. So really kind of try to ground yourself back into simplifying and finding the gratitude and trusting over and over again that this is perfect for you, whatever it is that comes to mind when I say that. Okay? Awesome. So we are going to pull a card from a crystal deck. Okay. We have Azurite. I'm open to guidance from the universe. Perfect. Communication, guidance, and intuition. And again, it's really all about trusting your intuition too, and that guidance and that communication. When we start to just trust, we start to hear it clearer, and we hear the guidance, and we're in tune with our intuition. We're moving from that intuitive, all-knowing space within that is vibrating with our soul and spirit. So maybe just have it be a mantra. I'm open to guidance from the universe and trust. Okay. All right. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I can't wait to see you next week.